What is up, guys? Your boy Jinx here, coming at you with my first ever Pokemon video. What is up? I'm sorry if the quality is weird or whatever. I have no idea. This is my first time ever doing one of these things, okay? I really don't know how it's supposed to go. But besides that, let's get on to the point as to why you guys are all here. What is the best / easiest way to level up your Pokemon? Now you can tell by the thumbnail, by all my stats that I've showed, or whatever, who knows, maybe stuff are popping up on the screen, right? I got a Pokemon to level 100. I got it under 24 hours in game. There's a bunch of experience that you can be getting easily throughout this game, and there's different ways you can do it, but the best way, the absolute best way, and I don't know, maybe you've seen videos like this, maybe you haven't, maybe you didn't know about this. I didn't know about this because I didn't know exactly what these things did, but you guys all familiar with Dynomaxing, right? You know what Dynomax battles are? They're pretty much these gigantic, intimidating Pokemon fights that you're supposed to be having, and you're supposed to either go in with a group of 4 people, like online, or by yourself, right? So in my opinion, this method is honestly a little untraditional. It's kind of cheesy. I don't know how I feel about it. I have mixed feelings about it. Because I feel like it kind of breaks the game in the sense. It's just me, but regardless, you know, you can do it if you feel like it. You don't have to. I mean, it is an optional thing that you can do. You're not forced to do any of these things. So if you guys are not familiar with this area, we are in the wild area. If you ever want to know where it is located, open up your town map, and it's right in between Hammerlock and what is this place called? Motostoke. You guys can access this level right early on in the game. I think it's like maybe like 20 minutes into the game, and this area right here will be locked if you haven't defeated like your first 3 gym battles. So if you haven't defeated the first 3, you won't be granted access after that point, but you know, you still have access to like this whole entire area right here. All right, but let's keep going on with the video. So pretty much you want to go obviously to the wild area and look for these little dens. They're called dens. Oh, I don't know what you want to call them, but the ones that are active are obviously the ones that have the light shooting out of them. As you can see, there's a couple right there, and then there's the one that's particularly like standing out more because it has like a different shade of pink, and it has like, you know, the little things around it. So I'm going to show you the difference between these two and, you know, what's the significance between them, but they still work the same. You can farm these as many times as you want. I don't know if they're ever going to release an update. I don't know if you want to exploit it as much as you can now. Who knows? Maybe they'll keep this in the game forever. Like I said, you don't have to do this, but if you are an XP loving person and you want to just max out all your Pokemon, then follow this method. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to interact with the den. You'll get 300 W. If you don't know what these are watts. You can use them to upgrade your bike. You can use them to buy TM moves, Pokeballs from like all around this wild area where people are just randomly located. So right now, I have a 3-star Dynomax battle about to happen. It's a Psychic / Flying type. You want to prepare as best suit as you can. I don't know if these Dynomax battles are based on like your strongest Pokemon or just like level of the Dynomax raid. Like 3 stars, maybe they're a little harder to hit, you know, kill. I'm not 100% sure of this. I don't know any of the stats, okay? I just do them, I beat them up, and I get the points for it, okay? And then we'll show you exactly what happens when you do this method and what you get in reward. I don't know, maybe you guys already know this. So all you're gonna want to do is go into these Dynomax battles, pick the best Pokemon that you can that better suits the situation. I always end up picking my strongest Pokemon because I usually have like a good amount of diverse moves in there that still do damage. So what we're gonna do is go to don't invite. I'm gonna do this offline. It's always gonna give you 3 other players to join you because these are always battles of 4. Now I don't know this exactly, but I feel that the other 3 trainers are somewhat based off like my level, because sometimes their Pokemon hit hard even though I feel like they wouldn't. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. But you're going to be wanting to do these Dynamax battles. Just get the animations over. Quick tip. I never Dynamax my own Pokemon. If you're trying to do this for speed, I don't recommend Dynamaxing. I just recommend fighting it by yourself like this. Just because it takes longer. The animations, you know, all that stuff. It's too much. So right now, I don't really have that many effective moves for this particular Dynamax monster. We'll see how much... Oh, perfect. we did a crazy amount of damage to a Swoobat, which was not effective. And then our other players will eventually do their own thing. Now, this is a 3-star, so it's obviously going to put a protective barrier. You just got to play it through. 3 stars usually guarantee yourself to get better loot. 2 stars, decent loot. And 1 stars are just like, you know, the smallest amount of loot, but you can still get some pretty cool stuff out of it. Now, let me just skip through this whole process and just get to the end. All right. We just hit the final blow. One of the other trainers did. Obviously, in this situation, you have an option to catch or not catch. So I usually don't catch unless like I really want a Pokemon specifically. And you'll start realizing which ones you might want. I mean, unless you're trying to complete your whole Pokédex, then go for it. Now, this is what we're looking for. The rewards. The rewards of these Dynomax battles are ridiculous. They're ridiculous to the point where I'm like, wow, they're really promoting Dynomax battles. Maybe this will change. I don't know. But the main things you really want are candies. You already know how candies work with the infamous rare candy, right? Rare candies always used to be able to, like, you know, level up your Pokemon one whole level regardless of where the XP was. It will usually level it up immediately. You know, everyone would try to use it right where like a Pokemon hits like a specific level, and then you just put it on there so that way, like, you know, you don't waste any experience. Same thing with this game. But this time they added this cool little thing. I think these are great. But, you know, this is where people like have mixed opinions on it, where, you know, maybe this is like a cheesy way of leveling, you know, it's unfair, whatever. It's in the game, so might as well use it while you can. So these medium candy and large candy, and like I ended up getting a large because we did a 3-star battle. Now, if I'm correct, I think I remember the numbers, so I'll just Google them just in case. So the type of candies that you can get, and the ones I've only seen, you can get extra small, small, medium, large, and extra large. So that goes up to 5 levels. I've never seen a 4 or a 5-star den yet, but that's because I haven't progressed that far in the story, so I don't know if they'll get particularly stronger, which usually I'm pretty sure that's going to mean that's, you know, Pokemon are going to be stronger. But pretty much if you want to access any of your candies, you go to your bag. You go to the icon that has a little candy. You know, you want to go a little trick-or-treat. Extra small candies give you 100. Small candies give you 800. Medium candies give you 3,000 experience. And a large candy gives you 10,000 experience. My God, that's a lot of XP. Now, I'm going to be testing this out on my Arcanine. As you can see, it's level 14. It's not that strong. We're going to change that in a little bit. I'm going to do this whole route. All right, you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around 6, right? No, I can't count. Yeah, 6 dens. We're going to do 6 dens. And watch. By the end of this video, you will be amazed. A level 14 Arcanine with just candies, no training, no nothing. Just wait. Actually, by the way, guys, I'll leave this last one to the end just so I can explain what this one kind of means. I have a feeling as to what it can mean and my own personal assumptions. But I'll see you guys later. On a quick side note, guys, as you can see, we just finished a 1-star Dynomax raid, and we ended up getting extra small candies. But not only that, an actual rare candies. Rare candies in this Pokemon game are one of the easiest things to get compared to other Pokemon games. There is actually no other Pokemon game I know, who knows, maybe you guys know, with a legitimate way of getting rare candies so fast, so easy. You can rack these up so much depending on how long you want to farm. So guys, not only with the addition of getting Dynomax candies and Dynomax experience with these XP candies, you also get these temporary TM moves. So these are new in the game where they're a one-time use, each one particularly connected along with the type of Pokemon that you're fighting. So whether it's like, we just finished fighting a Corphish, so we got Waterfall. Usually you also get Scold. That's another water move that you could potentially get. There's like a whole bunch of these temporary ones that you guys can farm, so you guys can give them to your Pokemon. They're pretty strong, by the way, so I recommend you guys looking out for these. Another fun tip, guys, whenever you're going to a den that's not active, feel free to just go out and interact with it. You'll get an extra 50 watts. Like I said, watts can be used to buy TM moves from other NPCs, just like these guys over here. You can find them all around the areas. They're usually this guy, another green carrot that you can find. And I'll be showing you guys all these throughout the video, just so you guys know my specific tips and tricks to do this as fast as possible. And look at that, another rare candy. Mind you, these are part of the 6 dens that I initially started. So another cool thing about the Dynomax, like I'm telling you, they've really promoted this whole new battling system so everyone would play it. Not only do you get like temporary TM moves, you also get cool like in-game sellable items like nuggets and rare bones. So you can make an easy amount of money just farming these as well. Seriously, you can kill like 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only while you're farming these, you can go around the wild area and just start collecting like little tiny shiny items on the floor and just start farming that as well as you're going along the way, especially by trees. All right, guys, and we're back to the final Dynomax den. I hope this video is coming out pretty decent. It's been a while since I've done like some cutting and all that type of stuff. So regardless, let's get to this last one. What makes this particular den so special? In my opinion, I actually don't know. I don't know. I'm not one of those people who look at things statistically. I'm letting you from my experience. So I think what these do is I feel like you have an increased drop rate of particular items. So maybe an increased chance to get a rare candy or maybe like a big nugget as your rewards go. You definitely, I feel, encounter like harder to find rarer Pokemons. Like this one, this is a poison type, and I think I'm not sure. It looks like it could be coughing. I think it's coughing, which I haven't encountered in a Dynomax form, and it's a specific poison type. So maybe it'll give me a poison TM that I haven't found yet. So these could be a bunch of different things. So far from these like special dens, I've run into Pokemon like Axew, Togetic. I found one of those, which was like crazy. I found a Ditto. So these drops, or like whatever these dens are, looks like they do help you find like the harder Pokemons that are like a little bit more rare to like show up on the actual like game. I don't know, it could just be me, I'm not sure, but let's see what we get from this. I'm gonna assume coughing. Let's see. We're gonna go throughout the whole fight because I'm just curious to see what we get. I don't know, we're gonna find out. Oh wow, see, look at that. You can kind of make out the Pokemon as you're about to go into the den, because like if you've been playing as long as I have, you kind of already know, or maybe it'll be a fun surprise. All right, same process, guys. I never Dynomax. I find whatever move is strongest. You could always like level up a Pokemon that is, you know, pretty diverse in moves, so that way you don't really have to switch too many times. But I usually try to use a Pokemon that's like strong with a good amount of moves that can usually one-shot or at least like take a huge chunk out of the Pokemon's life. See, look, it used strength and it did that much damage. So I want to assume, I didn't even get the fight. I want to assume it's based off the Pokemon's max level, or I don't know, the star. I really don't know what the whole process is with this. I'm not sure. If you guys want to find out, I'm pretty sure there's videos out there. But here we go. We got small candies, medium candies, 2 medium, 7, so we get a little bit extra. Usually it's 5 and 1, so we got a little bit of extra, and 2 dynamite candies. We got a cool sellable stuff, and poison jab, which is a really good poison type move. Okay guys, and here's what I meant by like exploring the wild area. Like you could just see the shiny things on the ground next to trees, next to rocks, and you can sell these while you're just farming. You know, you just go around the whole entire area, look around the trees, and who knows, you might find some cool stuff and you could just easily sell them. All right, now on to the part of the video you guys wanted to see. Who knows, maybe you guys already clicked off and already know what to do. But all right, so far we farmed up 9 medium, 1 large, 20 small, and 2 rare candies and 2 extra small. So I like going with the rare candies first because I don't like uneven XP. I get the most out of my you know, buck. So I'm gonna just hurry up and level them up twice. Oh, I made a mistake. So you could actually like put the amount of candies you want to give. It doesn't have to be 1 by 1 like in certain games. So I made a mistake there, but here we go. We're just gonna give him, I'm gonna show you guys one more time the XP total, so that way we get like a more accurate reading. 1 extra small, 2 are Arcanine, because badass doggy. Should be 100. There it is, 100 for extra small. These are 1-star dens that you can usually find easily, really easy to beat, and you can farm these if you guys want. A small usually drops from small to medium large dens, but if you do a medium den, which is like 2-star, you get 5 of those. That's why we have so many, which is 20. All right, we're gonna use a small now, which should be, I think, 800. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, juicy, juicy, juicy. All right, let's use a medium. I'll leave the large for last because I know that one's definitely 10,000, so it's always cool to see that happen. All right, here we go. One medium is 3,000 if I'm correct. There it is. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I love hearing that. You just love hearing XP and Pokemon's getting stronger at the same time. Like I said, this is a very cheesy way of doing it. All right, but now, guys, let's just dump all these XP candies, everything, and see how far we can get our Arcanine, who's only level 19. And mind you, these were only 6 dens. I got lucky with 2 rare candies. Is not the same for everybody. Sometimes it can take a couple. But regardless, farming rare candies with this method is so easy. I think the largest amount I had with like maybe like a 30-minute run was like 8. I had 8 candies. That's a lot. All right, but let's just dump them. I like to just go in order from like small to largest. It's just me. I don't know. You guys can do it whatever way you guys want. There you go. All right, this is where it's gonna look crazy. We have 19 small, and look at these big numbers. Oh my, 15. Whoa. As you can see, like I said, very cheesy method. Don't know if this is a method that you guys want, but you know, if you guys are clicking on this video, you already know how you want the experience. So this is what you can do. Like I said, it could probably ruin the gameplay for some of you guys who actually like to train the Pokemon. Like I like training my own Pokemon, but you know, I found this method. I'm pretty sure other people have done it regardless, but this is definitely a method that you can use. I do personally like going around and training my Pokemon and progressing to the story, but who knows, maybe you're already done after post game and you just want to level up your Pokemon real quick just to get into like battles and like, you know, just like show them off, you know, you just want to have stronger Pokemon, or you want them to evolve faster. I don't know what kind of playstyle you guys like, but as you can see, 15,000 experience in only a matter of minutes. Jesus Christ. All right, we're gonna do 8 medium candies now. These are Wow. Mind you, we were at what, level 17 when we first started this? Level 17. No, not even. I think we were 14. Oh my God, we were so low. Here we go, large, 10,000. It's always cool to see this. Jeez, look at level 36. A level 36 Arcanine. We leveled up so much in just a matter of minutes. And I only did this for like literally like 6 dens. Usually I just go crazy and I stock up like 30s, stacks of 30s, and then maybe like 10 large if I'm feeling it. But this is what you guys can do. Like I said, up to you guys. This is the easiest and fastest and quickest, or whatever, all the ways of getting XP. If you want XP, this is the way to do it. Throughout this, like I said, I have not fought my 4th gym battle. So all this is before 3 badges. And I've collected already a good amount of stones. I did find like the Thunderstone here, Waterstone. I haven't found a Firestone yet. Real quick, correction, I did find a Firestone, because if I didn't, I would not have an Arcanine. So I did find a Firestone. You can find one in the wild area. You just have to look. Sorry about that. Continue on with the video. But I did find Sun and Moonstone. So that's pretty cool. Cool thing about these wishing pieces. Sorry, I can't speak. So what these wishing pieces can do, you can go to any inactive den and you can either purchase these with watts from specific NPCs, or they're dropped from dens themselves, and you can throw them in there, which would save your game, and then you would be able to repeat a den. I don't know if it's like the same den, but you reactivate it. Let's find out. We're gonna throw in our wishing stone and let's see what we fought. Okay, so it's definitely a different Pokemon. It's a bug poison type. I already know which one this is. But it lets you reactivate it, so that way you don't have to, like, you know, travel so far to redo them. Now, I'm not 100% sure as the respawn rate to that one particular den that was, like, unique to, like, all the other ones. Usually that one pops up after you finish doing, like, a good amount of, like, the normal dens. If you ever feel like you don't see any, there's always one available. These recycle. I thought eventually, like, maybe this would stop. Who knows, maybe in the future it does? I don't even know. But if you just keep cycling around, you'll definitely be able to find more lightings of these dens around the whole entire wild area. There's 2 sides to this, actually. So you have this side, which is unlocked from the beginning, and then you have this other side, which is locked till you, I think, defeat your third gym battle, and then you unlock the other side, which I recommend because then you can just teleport from side to side. So you can fast travel using your town map. The best routes for me, just to speed run, is you go from these hills all the way to this area, because this is all wild area right here, and you can cross under the bridge if you feel like it, or you can just fly right here if you want. There's different posts, and you could just keep rotating over and over and over again until you get bored. I don't even know, until whatever. I'll be showing you some other cool things about this wild area. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are already out and about trying to do this method yourself and probably getting all excited and cheesy about it. Okay, one big tip I do recommend is leveling up your cycle. I think you get your cycle after the second gym battle, or maybe after your first one. Like I said, I only needed 3 badges to do all this so far, and it's pretty crazy. Okay, so for this area, I think I was wrong actually, guys. I'm so sorry. I think this whole area was unlocked. The only thing you couldn't get into was that big dragon castle of a mouth. So this whole area should be unlocked actually from the beginning, but you just have to be careful because the Pokemon levels do vary. So just be careful when you're encountering wild Pokemon. You will find some pretty strong ones, so just avoid them if you can. These 2 guys are pretty cool. You guys can spend your watts here if you feel like it. This guy digs a lot lower, but he doesn't give you as many cool things. This guy digs a little shorter, but he gives you some pretty cool stuff to sell. They're both 500 watts each, so you can either use them points now or save them for later. I've used them a couple times. They found me some pretty cool things. Now, I'm not sure exactly where. I'm pretty sure any one of these NPCs can do it. I just did it here particularly because I never talked to one of these guys. So you do have a nursery right here if you feel like it. But if you go to these characters right here, you could buy different TM moves. Like, they're pretty strong TM moves if you don't mind. You got Power Whip. You got a bunch of... You could purchase wishing pieces to do dens if you want to speed run them a little faster. And you could buy different Pokeballs. There's a bunch of these NPCs all around the game. Now, I maxed them out, but you could also upgrade your bike. So if you don't have a bike, I recommend, because running around this whole area on foot is going to take forever. And now what happens when you do upgrade your bike, it will let you recharge the whole burst speed a lot faster. So I just burst speed right there. And yeah, there you go. I think you get it a lot faster. And I think the duration might be a little longer. All I know is I maxed it out. It took a couple watts, but you're farming dens, so you're getting 300. You're looking at inactive dens, you're getting 50. You just keep getting and getting and getting. And an easy way to just run around and just repeat and refreshing this whole entire process of farming for XP. So yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up this video on how to level up, how to gain XP the fastest, the quickest, the cheesiest, whatever you want to call it. If you want to experience, this is definitely the way you want to do it. Like I said, either you do it or you don't do it. People are going to do it. People are not going to do it. It's your game. It's whatever playstyle you feel like enjoying yourself in. If you feel like this shouldn't be in the game, oh well, it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know if I left anything out. Like I said, wild area, amazing, so good to do. When I started doing this method, my Pokemon was already around level 40-ish, so I already had a pretty good team. So fighting 1-star dens were pretty easy. I was one-shotting them throughout most of the time. After that, I got some pretty cool temporary TM moves that I used to upgrade my Pokemon to get like a little bit more diversity in there, and I just started getting stronger and stronger from there. You could easily train a Pokemon and just like start using it throughout all the dens and just maxing it out. If you guys want to see just one more time, we got my man Rillaboom, level 100, because you gotta love him, man. But as you can see, I maxed him out. I think you can see my in-game stats on my league card. I'm not sure if it changed because of the timing right now. Oh yeah, so we have 22 hours and 25 minutes, so we're still under 24 hours, and we already have a Pokemon at level 100. So up to you guys. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, subscribe. We might have a little more of these. We'll see, man. If this does good, maybe I'll have more Pokemon content. This was actually kind of fun. I've never done videos like this, I've never done informative videos, but I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys later.